People pass through our lives. Rarely do we keep a close friend from childhood till the end of life. Meaningful relationships never materialize for many. Loneliness, persistent isolation is the experience of many people. It's a defining feature of modern life. Social media has not brought us closer to each other in the way we hoped it would. In fact, social media often facilitates division, alienation, depression. When Russian writer Leo Tolstoy turned 50, he was beset with loneliness, a crisis having to do with a lack of meaning in his life, a lack of friendships. He contemplated ending his life. He published the confession of his anguish. In his own words, "My question, the one that brought me to the point of suicide when I was 50 years old, was a most simple one that lies in the soul of every person. It is the question without which life is impossible. It is this: what will come of what I do today or tomorrow? What will come of my entire life?" Expressed another way, the question can be put like this: why do I live? Why do I wish for anything or do anything? Or, expressed another way, is there any meaning in my life that will not be annihilated by the inevitability of death which awaits me? Kerry Livgren in the 1970s was a member of the rock band Kansas. He wrote "Dust in the Wind," a hit song on the charts at the time, a song that raises the same questions Tolstoy faced at the height of his depression. The refrain of the song announces a grim conclusion: all we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the Wind is based on a verse found in the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. When Livgren composed the song, he was not a Christian. Later, he became one. He found in Jesus Christ an enduring friendship, the meaning of life he had been searching to find. The Gospel of John in chapter 15 includes words of Jesus spoken to his disciples near the end of his life. Jesus said, "I do not call you servants any longer. I call you friends. I have chosen you. No one has greater love than to lay down his life for his friends." Jesus, our enduring friend, laid down his life for the world. People pass through our lives. They come and go. Few friendships follow us through life. Most never become meaningful. Dissatisfaction over life brought Tolstoy to the brink. We reach points in life that raise the terrifying question: is there any meaning in my life that will not be annihilated by the inevitability of death which awaits me? Lent is a time for facing Tolstoy's existential question. Even if many appear content in shallow pursuits, betting, spending, the pursuit of pleasure, going to the mountains, swimming in the oceans, such things we know in our hearts are not the answer. It's enduring relationships, intimate friendships, meaningful fellowship, everlasting life. These are what we desire. These are the things we know in our hearts God has created us to enjoy. Jesus of Nazareth came onto the world stage 2,000 years ago. we're still talking about him, thinking about him, because he offered himself as the answer to the question of whether life has meaning. Jesus would never think of us as dust in the wind. He invites us actually to become his friends, his everlasting friends. Before Lent comes to an end, make time to renew your friendship with Jesus by prayer and in service for others. Or, for those who have never received Jesus into your hearts as Lord, as your very best friend, consider doing so in these days of Lent. People pass through our lives but do not remain. Christ promises he will never leave us. He will abide and see us through all the seasons of life. He wants to become a lifelong friend, someone we can turn to in every day of life. This is my commandment, Jesus teaches in John's Gospel. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. I love you as a lifelong friend. I will never leave you or forsake you. I give you my life and will continue to give you my life, my friendship. No one has greater love than to lay down his life for his friends. We are not dust in the wind. Jesus says, "You are my friends." He invites us to live forever with him. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.